Yo, Crypto Nation and mining family, what's going on? I guess today we got ourselves a little PSA, a little public service announcement. Ooh.
Yo, Nefarious Technology here in the house to share some of the love and have some of this fun discussion with you guys.
Got Nefarious and Vago here with us. Maybe Savage if he's got time. I know he was live streaming a little bit ago.
Yeah. Yeah, we had this. I think Max Voltage wanted to get in. He said he works with retailers and he's seen this effect firsthand.
Ooh.
So, I don't know.
Some bullshit.
Yo, what's going on there, Jay? And
I'm going to try to get him in here as well.
Switch the screen. I'm working on it.
So, yeah, we got. He said, I already took off my shirt. Savage, come on now. Not retailers. Manufacturers, sorry. Manufacturers. I'll correct myself before you do.
Right.
Yeah, what is going on, everybody out there? Jason, Osborne, Chancoin, what is up, man? He goes, whatever this is, just don't raise the price on the GPUs. Yeah.
Even GPU Jesus can't do anything about this.
$80 per GPU, and tomorrow it starts. So there's a bunch of cards coming into Micro Center tomorrow.
Yeah.
I was down there today. They didn't get cards today. NVIDIA did not get cards in today due to this. So tomorrow is when they're coming in. So I anticipate there being a stupid line tomorrow and a lot of really upset people.
Oh, you know it, because they're like, oh yeah, I'm going to get it for this price, and no.
No, you're not.
You thought you were going to get this.
Welcome 2021, or 2020 got an extra.
Right? You thought 2020 gave you the finger? Welcome to 2021. Yep. Shit just got worse.
So this is not taking effect until tomorrow?
Yep.
So
well, not exactly true, because on all...
I saw something on Newegg where something jumped from 700 to like 739, so it jumped up 40.
Yeah, it took effect yesterday, but the cards at Micro Center didn't get it, so...
Okay.
Yeah, well, I've been looking at cards pretty much all day, because I've been trying to find one, and yeah, nada. All day. Prices were lower. Earlier today, there was a... what was it? Let's see if I can pull it up. It's on Newegg. It was a 3060 Ti KO.
There they are, Savage.
And it was $469.
The statement I heard from the last gamer was, hey, well, we would have our cards if it wasn't for the miners, and we wouldn't have to worry about the tariff. Like, dude, it's not our fault. It's like XRP buyers. You know, we want to blame the other people instead of looking in the mirror. Why are you owning XRP?
So, here we go. We have... This is 3060 Ti, Asus, KO. This card earlier was $469 earlier today.
Damn.
When I was looking at it, it is now $519. So it went up. There was even a thread about this on Reddit that was posted about 3 hours ago. MSRP rises by $80 for major GPU manufacturers due to GPU tariff.
Thank you, United States government.
Dude, that's a 10% increase. If it was 469 and now it's 519, that's a 10% increase on that one GPU alone.
Yep.
Just on that one GPU. And most of them are like that. Like, see, like here's a 3060 Ti, Ventus, and it's still $439. Like, there's only been certain ones that I have found.
If they don't have a manufacturing plant in the United States, then it's
yeah, so like this other Asus is still $649. So not every GPU that I have found. I think it's the only ones that I have seen like come in through like stock today. Maybe are the ones that have like gone through.
Maybe this is a window for Foxconn to actually get some GPUs made.
Yeah. But this is the This is the thing right here.
Hello, chicken wing. Aren't you up past your bedtime?
Has Micro Center already raised prices? Says max voltage? Yes. From what?
As of tomorrow morning,
Bears was saying, yeah.
Was not
How long
this
till
morning.
gamers blame us too? Yeah, that's actually very crappy. One of our community members, Grits, he was actually on the phone with someone about one of his back orders because it's still on back order, and he was like, "Hey, just kind of figure out what's going to happen with my thing," and they straight blamed him, for whatever reason, for there being no GPUs because somehow they came up that he was a minor, I guess, and the guy on the phone blamed him directly, so that it was his fault why we don't have any cards. And I was like, that's not.
Because I want one GPU.
You don't say that to a customer.
You know, it's NVIDIA's fault for leaking for the documentation. I was saying that was they gave out 5%, so
yeah,
the whole internet.
Oh
went
no,
crazy
it was
with that.
6%, and that means that because of 6%, that makes the other 94% unavailable.
Right.
Because 6% was all the cards that they ever produced. 94% were non-existent.
Yeah, by the way, I got Max.
I got him.
Yep. All right.
I got him. Just trying to catch it. I didn't have Discord open on my computer. Try to keep it closed.
Can you drop that link in the live chat for everybody?
No.
This link?
Yeah.
Our link is working now.
Yeah, for the most part.
Like I full screened the video, and I'm like, dude, we had the same tabs open.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Let's see. See if we can get this in here for everybody. Hopefully that link works. I don't know if everybody can see that, but it's there.
Yeah, it's working, and I got it loaded up. I was unable to find it on Twitter, even though you linked it. I think it was in the Discord, but I mean, it's a lot of reading to do. But the main gist of it is a lot of the hardware electronics that we come to utilize in our day-to-day as mining / gamers is going to be impacted by this.
What up,
What a mix!
Hey, what's up, Max?
voltage? Make sure you mute your YouTubes.
Yeah, I think I just heard myself twice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go. Those are...
Yo, Max, how's it going,
Just
man?
trying to find
You know
where
what it
it
is?
was.
Okay, you guys
gotta
can hear
check your
me?
settings.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
For
You
sure.
gotta fix your settings in
In Zoom.
Zoom. Yeah, because there's an option which will mute the back, will automatically cut the speakers off. So you don't have your microphone picked it up.
Give me a second.
Yep. Otherwise, you gotta mute the YouTubes.
Yeah, it's just under audio, automatically adjust microphone volume, and then suppress background noise on auto.
Ethereum's at 1095 now, Savage.
25.
The gains on Ethereum in the last 24 hours are just like, oh, hey, if you're not profitable, I don't know where you live.
Right.
My
And
God.
right here is Article 25 is where it, 24 kind of where it directly pointed to GPUs. 25 are your printed circuit assemblies for rendering images onto computer screens, graphic processing modules described in reporting
Statistical,
numbers.
Yeah.
And so that's what
8473.30.1180.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They're going after all computer equipment, even though
Yeah, 'cause
all these
otherwise I'm going to get feedback back and forth on this.
computers.
Yeah, just mute YouTube.
Yeah, just mute YouTube. That's what I do. But yeah, I mean, they're basically going after China,
Thanks. If it'll
You know,
over there.
and
Let's see if it'll
it's
plug
kind
in
of
on there.
junk because like it'd be one thing if
place
they
it can.
offered
On the
these
top.
same GPUs here in the United States, where we were able to buy them from here, but you're going to tariff tax the only country producing computer equipment.
Hey, Max, can you mute your mic and not talking to us?
Otherwise, I can get the cordless one.
Problem is, I don't have Bluetooth on this.
Max.
Max,
We
You
can
can
hear
mute
you.
him. You can mute him, Nemesis.
I know, I'm about to. I don't
Just
want
mute
to.
him. He can raise his hand in the meeting.
There you go, muted.
Raise your hand when you want to speak.
But yeah, I
I
mean,
feel like I'm in school.
it's completely horseshit that they're gonna tax the people and basically punish them for buying stuff outside the country when our country does not produce shit. We're the number one importers. We used to be the number one exporters. We consume more than any other country in the world, and we're gonna tax the people a little more.
Yeah. Yep.
Here's EPGA's website.
Maybe they're just like, oh well, you guys are making good profits now. We're just gonna go ahead and just up the ante and give you a little tax on that.
But that's also hitting up all the people that are working at home, all the people that are trying to upgrade their personal PC so that they can play like Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah.
So that's the 3060 Ti right there, and
Yeah.
that was
Smaller
for
price.
So I think that model hasn't been adjusted yet. You telling me
Well, EVGA was
they
according
didn't have
to
a comment, right?
No, they said they had no comment at all about this at all.
Because if
So-
that 3060 Ti pricing is what I paid for mine.
Right.
One of
So-
these companies have got to stand up and be like, we don't need to pass that price on to the customers. We're making enough profit.
Not
Yeah,
if
right,
not,
okay.
Yeah, but not if Nvidia is screwing them over.
Right.
You know
No,
what I'm
this
saying? 'Cause-
isn't Nvidia doing it to them. This is
I
a tariff
understand that,
tax.
but like as far as the money they would have made, the overhead they would have made
Yeah.
producing GPUs
Interesting
with
looking
Nvidia
cards.
would have cost more.
Now, but that's knowing more behind the scenes than what any one of
there we
us
go.
know.
Can you even buy it on their website? No.
So I mean, not knowing exactly what let's say MSI, Asus, what they're getting charged from
No.
Nvidia for the
They
VGA
send
chips.
you straight to Newegg.
Yep.
So
Look at number 29 in that federal article, line 29, or the right below 24 and 25.
here we go. Power supplies, suitable physical incorporation into automatic data processing ADP machines.
Exceeding 500 watts. 144
That means
millimeter.
that means power supplies are next. Holy cow!
Yeah, that are going to be standardized to a certain size and cap.
But that would mean if you have a 500 watt power supply, you either are not running a graphics card and you're running Intel onboard, or you're using really old generation stuff like a 1060.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to 500 watt power supply if you have a AMD GPU and
There we go.
anything smaller than 2 gigahertz, 2 gigabytes, you get the kilobyte. I mean,
Because
any kind of-
that's what killed me with purchasing my ASICs was the 28.5% tariff tax on whatever I bought from China ASIC wise.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I bought an E3 Antminer. The last one I bought, I had to pay $328 to the U.S. Post Office. And it was like, I've already paid for it. It's here. The guy's ready to deliver it to me, and he hands me a bill instead of handing me my mail.
Yeah.
It's fucking extortion at the end of the day. They're extorting
is.
the people, not the
Yeah.
company, the people, because the company's just going to pass that on to everybody else. They're
Nice,
like, I'm not
Daisy.
paying for shit.
Big Deep said he lucked out and he was able to pick up a 3060 Ti from Newegg today.
Oh,
Yeah.
There's been quite
It
a
dropped
few.
today.
There's
Yeah.
been quite a few. I almost got one earlier, but it aired out on me.
6800s, they were coming in small portions. 6800, 6800 XT, 3060 Ti's, 3070. The Asus KO 3070 was also 3090, 6900. So there were small drops, a little bit today. A little bit of information that I hear is keep an eye on Best Buy tomorrow. Just FYI.
Yeah,
I
Best
think
Buy.
I wonder if the increase in price was able to stop some of the bots because they had a certain buy point there with center point already, and they might
No,
have buy the car.
no.
I doubt it because
yeah.
dude, the money they're making,
Holy-
they're making money hand over fist.
No,
the
I'm
scalpers,
saying-
the
I'm
scalpers
saying
made
that-
over $2 million in revenue.
He's saying
No,
as if they're
I'm saying it
set as like a
aired
buy
out the
price,
bot.
a target buy price.
And that's why you were able to get them since the bots were airing.
Yeah.
That's what he's trying to say. It's like, what if it's a target buy price and they raise the price with them and the buy price isn't there? You know, like,
Even if they raise the price 20%,
You
I
wanna-
still see that the bots are gonna go after it.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
will, but they had to adjust the bot. This news didn't drop until today.
could be depending.
Yeah, but they're faster than us. Like
When-
some of
when
those
did
programs
this-
are
they
faster
would
than
be
us.
smart enough to set it up as a product ID number, you know, and not worry about price.
Hold up
because
here.
they know that they're going to get it at
Hold
a
up
certain
here.
ID.
Did you see the date on this article?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, 3 years ago.
it's
couple
dated
years-
a while ago. The problem is that the if
Dated
I'm honest,
9/2019.
No, that means they've already been paying this.
No, they had an exception.
No, it was
yeah, they
Oh,
had
is
an
that what it
exception.
is?
Yes.
And
The
it expired-
exception ended.
Expired
Expired.
January
Oh,
1st.
okay.
See,
I missed that then.
Effective date.
There's just so much to read and it's so boring.
I know it's so much.
Oh my god, it's so fucking monotonous.
Oh, you get a new administration
Where is
coming
it?
in, which is probably going to cancel this.
Oh yeah, because China bought Biden.
Well, actually, Biden has said that he's going to take a wait and see approach. He is not going to automatically change anything. So,
Yeah.
will he eventually? Probably.
Hopefully.
But it will take a little while. It's not like it's the day he comes into office he's just going to change it. It'll
Because,
probably be
like-
at least 3 months, probably closer to 6.
Yeah, because this is
Yeah.
all bad for international business. Period.
It is.
Oh, you got one yesterday and today. Dang. Lucky dig deep. Where'd you get it from? Stockbot? Were you watching drop like the stock drop? I'm curious to know because I've been trying for like 3 days to get one.
Oh, the 3060 Ti.
3060 Ti, 5700, 5600.
Yeah. I've been checking
anything.
too. Yeah, I've been looking too. Every time I see that the stock drops and a
He
few
says,
other
heck
places.
yeah. So he's been watching the stock drop. Okay, cool.
I know you guys don't care about this, but the 31 guide pins and guide bolts designed for the use in brakes and servo brakes, like Brembo brakes, the slide pins you use to take, you knock them out and you swap out your Brembo brakes.
Mhm.
That's also impacted. There's a lot of stuff
No,
that's
floor
impacted.
pans,
Aluminum
floor pans for
radiators, motor
trucks.
vehicles, floor pans.
Yeah.
And
Single
my understanding
speed
was that
bicycles.
everything was affected. Like everything except
Yeah.
for anything related to the pandemic. That's the only thing that was an exception. So from the
Yep.
things I read, I'm like, well, that means Apple products are even going to be affected. And they
Oh,
have all
Apple's
kinds
gonna
of exceptions.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Yeah.
like yours coming down here, like here's one. Dog harnesses and retractable dog leashes. O-rings, rubber.
Nitro rubber gloves.
Yep.
That's so. All right. So if this is just expiring and the manufacturer
Anti-electrostatical discharge mats.
well, good thing I got the one from Gamers Nexus already. I don't need another one.
Right.
Laminated wood flooring panels.
Oh,
Having our hardwood
hang on,
veneer
guys.
finish surfaces.
honey, wood flooring panels are about to go up, so we probably do need to get them.
Go ahead and get that done.
We better get that done. She has been making me remodeling over the Christmas, so we might need to get that done.
Polyester and Percos fabrics, coated polyurethane, stainless steel
heck?
mesh filters, grills
Aluminum
composed of
Aluminum
barbecue
radiators.
grills, like
That's what I said earlier. Aluminum radiators,
Fucking
yeah.
radiators, dude. Oh my god.
hand
Yeah.
rails,
Yeah, there's aluminum. That's
stamped
maybe-
form latches of steel, spark ignition reciprocating
Oh,
piston
thank God
engines.
Christmas is over because
Here you
that's
go.
going to go up
Here
in
you
price.
go, right
the
here,
Christmas
number
lights.
19. Number 19, spark ignition reciprocating piston engines of cylinder capacity exceeding 100 cc,
CCs.
but not exceeding 250 cc's, not exceeding 10
Oh, they're going after the mini bikes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So they're-
I was
they're
gonna say
taking-
the Honda Ruckus and stuff.
Yeah,
We're
they're
gonna start
going
seeing
after the
some-
mini bikes. Holy shit.
We're gonna start seeing some South American steel coming here.
Right,
Jeez,
because
man.
because nobody in America wants to pay the
Single
the
speed
robbing,
bicycles.
the robbing steel
come
labor
on,
union.
Really? Single speed bicycles.
Well, all
Yeah.
other
Race
other
bikes.
bicycles were already being tariffed. So the single
Yeah.
speed bike, for whatever reason, was the only one that wasn't.
Yep.
Tractor, trailer skirts, LED light fixtures containing over 5,000 LEDs. Goodness gracious.
Christmas tree lights.
Yep. Garden patio table tops, wick burning torches for outdoor use.
This is nuts.
They've anything that wasn't taxed yet, or taxed too low from China. They just slaughtered it. They're like, yeah, we're gonna make the American people think twice about buying outside the United States, but you got to also think twice. I need to get this, and we don't produce it.
So, all right, hang on. Just for the immediate community that we pretty much cater to.
Mm-hmm.
PCBs, right? Because the circuitry, SMDs, and stuff like that on those PCBs are going to be hit.
No, those are already tariffed.
That's but they're going to get hit worse with this expiration, right?
No, PCBs themselves and all the components were not part of this exception.
Nope.
They were already tariffed.
They were already hit. They already been getting taxed. All right.
It's the finished goods that are getting hit now.
Yeah, it's going to be the GPUs
products.
and the power supplies over 500 watts.
Is that about right?
Now here's the thing.
For Asus Strix 3080?
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. The power supplies jumped up 50 to 60% in anticipation of getting tariff. Now they're getting tariff, so you're gonna spend $800 for a 1,250 watt power supply.
Rusty P and
Thank
Ys
God
are
I've already
supposed to
got a
go up as
1200
well.
in my 2000s.
And you can't buy P and Y straight from the site, can you?
No.
Probably not. You can't buy straight from the site for anybody.
No,
Zotac's the only one I know that you can do that.
EVGA, Zotac.
Yeah, because NVIDIA has learned that logistics is a nightmare.
Shop now on sale. I don't know what on sale means.
It's a lie.
Oh, no.
Obviously, because I'm on a graphics card and it gives me
The USB. It's on sale for $50.
So power supplies are going to go up, and power supplies were already uptrending. If we look at PC Part Picker and look at the graph, it was already uptrending.
And you can see that it went out of stock for a little while too.
Yeah, there was a hot minute.
And then the price went up when they came back in
Yes,
stock.
Bitcoin Jake, you can mix different brands like MSI, Gigabyte. Yeah, that does not matter.
What makes the difference is when you go to overclock it. So now you're going to have to know which GPU got what overclock. To me, big deal. I'll write that down.
Even then, sometimes even the same card won't overclock, even if you have like two of the same card.
Yeah,
they won't overclock to the same levels.
But there is no difference whatsoever.
This is the computer Armageddon.
Oh yeah,
like me, which run PC businesses are about to get just jacked.
Look,
you're getting nuked over here as a small entrepreneur.
People why am I paying so much money for this? And it's like, I'm sorry.
So the 3060 Ti's on Best Buy haven't changed.
I mean,
these are coming soon, so I would assume these are the drops coming tomorrow.
And then the price will change too. Watch.
Well, just remember where they are now. Like those EVGA cards, 449 is about right. Actually, on
and EVGA.
On the actual EVGA website, one of those for the Win 3s should be 439, not 449. So Best Buy is just keeping it the same price, which it doesn't really matter. It's not a big hike, but there's going to be a price difference that we need to keep an eye out for, even if you could get your hands on it. But what about has anybody thought about this? What about Amazon affiliate links? Is Amazon going to give us like they're already?
No, because it's not their money. Yeah, it's not their money.
It's a government money. It's just a tax.
But if there's more tax, there's tax directly on the goods, right? So the person who's selling the product gets taxed.
Yeah, they're getting the person selling it gets taxed by just getting delivery on it.
Okay,
so like when they order,
when they order like if I'm not a manufacturer, but if I'm a seller of components, like say I'm one of these companies, Newegg or whatever, if I buy a bulk of these NVIDIA GPUs, there's going to be a tariff I have to pay on that, correct?
Yeah, according to the sale amount.
Well, it depends on actually where you're buying it from. So if you're buying it from a U.S. company that is importing it first, and they're paying the tariff and then selling it to you, so they're actually doing the importing, then you're paying it indirectly, but they're actually doing the paying of the tariff.
And that's the thing.
Extra.
You're saying paying indirectly, so there it passes on to the next person.
Oh hell yeah, they're gonna pass the buck. Why would they keep that cost? That'll put them on. If you were that, it depends on what they're. And I don't know behind the scenes on this, so it's like I don't know what the wholesalers are actually picking it up, what their profit margin really is.
Right.
So I mean, if they were to try, some places might be able to absorb that tariff tax. You get a big company like Walmart or something like that sells it directly. They make enough money between all their separated departments that they could absorb something like that without hitting up the U.S. A customer base on that. But you take somebody like Nefarious, if he were to sit there and pick up 10 of them, he's passing on that tariff tax because it would eat up every bit of his profit margin.
Typically in the wholesale market, all tariffs are passed on.
Yep.
One way or the other, they're passed on regardless. So the retailer's going to pass that on to the customer as well.
But you got people like Walmart where they haven't paid taxes in 8 years.
Yeah.
So they obviously know a workaround on the system.
Yeah, like Starbucks.
So take note here. This is Zotac's store, personal store, and there are 3060 Ti's that are $100 more.
No,
they raised those prices over a week ago though.
Really?
They've been like that for quite a while.
I noticed that. I just checked that on PC Part Picker on the graph. So, for example, on the Asus GeForce GTX 1660 Supers, back around November 27th, it was $229. Then it jumped up to $246.98 on December 3rd, and then just recently it jumped up again, but I can't see it for some reason.
I'm just hoping that I have a KO on order with Amazon, and I'm hoping that they don't renege on the deal since I got it at the $449 price.
You said, what was it? A back order?
Yeah. Basically, it's they've been doing these.
Order, yeah.
It's where they say you will get delivery on this February 1st, but yet they put it up for sale, and they usually ship it early. But I'm not supposed to get shipment of it until January 24th now. So
I'm pretty sure they will honor the price that you bought it at.
I hope so.
But let us know if they don't. That'd be very interesting.
It might not be an envelope. You may end up getting an envelope to open up first.
Could be. We'll see. I'll let you know.
Really, you get nothing.
I'm kind of curious because tomorrow's the day that everybody's expecting the EVGA queues to open up. And I'm kind of curious what they're going to do tomorrow because right now the website still says the old price. So are they going to change the price on the day that they open up the queues?
No, they may not change the price because they're ordering from them directly. You may end up getting that price and then having by the way, here's the tariff tax for the day.
Yeah, I don't see that happening, but I can let you know if that happens too.
And so legislation is going to take a wait-and-see approach to see how this pans out before it does anything?
Yep. Biden said he was going to form a committee. The way government works. Got to form a committee. Got to talk about it forever until we decide what the heck we're going to do. So
we have to make sure somebody has a job and gets paid a lot of money. And then maybe in a year, you might get a decision from that. But they've got to collect their year's salary.
Right.
Only people in the government get free lunches.
That's just crazy.
Unknown Crypto, send me one of those platinum PSUs you got.
I actually just put in an order, a pickup order with Micro Center today. And for a power supply and just a backup motherboard and CPU. So I'm kind of curious if I go to pick it up tomorrow, if they're still going to honor the prices. Hopefully they will.
Right, they should.
Yeah, you would think so.
Because you reserved it before that was enacted.
Correct.
Right. I don't know, man. It's an interesting situation, to say the least.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That is for sure.
I think that unless somebody's desperate, you're going to see a big slowdown on people upgrading their PCs.
Yeah. I mean, it's when we get stock in the shelves.
Oh yeah, they're trying to kill off every industry before this pandemic is over.
Well, as I said, I went to Micro Center Chicago today, and they had 1859.50.
What up, Gundy?
Nobody expected. Gundy in the house.
It's been nuts. So, I mean, I'm gonna wake up early tomorrow and watch stock drop and watch Best Buy, and hopefully we'll see something. And as I see it, I'll record prices, and hopefully it won't be too terrible.
Right.
We'll all hope for the best.
Yeah.
Expect the worst and hope for the best.
That's all we really can do.
Yeah. I just dropped, and I've been talking about this for quite a while because my Discord's very small, but inside the live chat is my Discord channel, which is a little bit different than DCA Adventure. They have a lot more great people in there, but my channel's still growing, but it does have a section there for AMD CPUs, AMD GPUs, and NVIDIA GPUs as well, kind of linked to a number of these different programs that auto-notify you. It's still hard, even with those programs, trying to fight the bots that can do things within microseconds.
Yeah.
It's really hard.
One will pop up, and you'll be watching, and you'll think you're like right on it, and you'll go click on it, and by the time you go to it, it's gone.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
and then also join. You know, if you like his content too, check him out at SFX, or plug your channel again. I'm horrible with names.
No, they don't need to know me.
Well, they don't. Okay, fine. Be that way. Don't even shill yourself. I guess that's why we don't shill coins. But it's like, yeah, definitely join his Discord. Help his community grow.
I'm in Surfing Special Forces and not in Discord, and I'm a great person, says Jan Coin.
I'm lazy. My Discord is Red Panda Mining at DCA because I don't want to.
Yeah, and then also join the Family Mine also because we have the same bot ticker in ours.
We have
mining
just
focused.
we have just the stock drops.
Oh
I
yeah.
think Serpent has a couple different ones.
Yeah, it's correlated so that way it gives us the best chance of getting GPUs. That's actually how I got a couple of GPUs. I got the Founders Edition from Best Buy, and then I got the Gigabyte card that I had to fix as well. But obviously, the best chance for you to get a GPU is EVGA.
You have the 2-fan Gigabyte, right?
No, I got the triple one, the triple fan design 3080.
Oh yeah, did you see that they put the 3 8-pin on it now?
Yeah. Maybe that's one of the reasons why it was sucking so bad. I don't know if I broke something or what, but
and they moved the power delivery closer to the front of the card, so it looks like they got rid.
It's on the PCB instead of having the stupid funky adapter.
Dude, that was so dumb. Like even Red Panda, when he opened up his card, his adapters or connectors were disconnected. They should have done better with that.
Yep.
So that I explicitly wrote to them and tagged them in Instagram and Twitter. I was like, you guys sucked with this design. Do better. So,
and they did.
They did. So we'll see how things. I'm interested to see how the 3080 20 gig turns out. There's also some other GPU.
Oh, it's gonna be horrible. I'm gonna GPU Jesus is just gonna say it right now. It's gonna be just as bad as awful as the fucking 3090 is.
I was thinking the same thing.
It's gonna be fucking
What's your hash rate? Dig Deep Miner. He says he picked up an MSI 3060
the
30,
Ti. The 3090 is
the
a
triple
complete
fan
fucking waste.
or like the. I mean, I guess both of them are triple fans. Did you get the Ventus or the Trio? They're both triple fans, but
And while Dig Deep's getting back to crypto,
63 mega hashes.
Nice.
Wow.
Triple fan. That's about where you're supposed to be, Dig Deep, because he tagged me in that too.
Trio.
Good GPU. Good GPU.
So the Gaming X.
Yeah, that's about what the Nefarious' 3060 does, and same thing with the 3070. The 3070 does no better.
That's why I said the 3060 Ti is the better card, because the 3070 does the exact same thing, and the 3080 versus the 3090, the 3080 is the better card.
It's the 3070 and the 3060
What was your
Ti
price
is
of the trio, if you don't mind me asking?
Both of those have the same memory modules at the same bus speed. And
Yeah.
the
Look at
30
the
the
size.
3060 is a failed
It
3070.
does a great job of heating my kitchen area.
Guess what card that is, guys?
Yeah, well, so what's your wattage is that? You pay a premium on the MSI Trio, though. You do pay a premium.
I know
That
it's
is-
NoTac, I just can't tell what
That
it
is
is.
for sure.
John Germain, I've got that same card, and it mines incredibly for a 2-fan card. I got mine up to 62.5 right now.
Nice.
Nefarious.
For the XC3?
No, not it has a 2-fan, so it's just an XC.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So that's the Red Devil Nefarious?
That is
It's-
the Red Devil 6900 XT.
69?
Yeah, he got the
69.
69.
Dude, go plug that thing into a B system and go run some hardware bot competitions right now.
I've been trying to. The machine that's on is right here. I'm working on it.
For
Go
sure.
go do that. Get a solid overclock on your CPU and plug that sucker
Dang.
in.
Dig Deep says he pulls 128 watts.
It's
So
on a,
63 hashes at 128
yeah,
watts.
Yep.
That's right where he should be, because I'm 120 at 62.8 mega hash. But dig deep, check on your memory. Your card may perform better than mine. When I'm above 1200 plus 1200 on the mem,
Dang.
I get rejected shares. So just keep an eye on that throughout the next 24 to 48 hours if you haven't already.
John
here's an
Green says he,
interesting thing.
he got $434 for each of those double fan EVGA XCs.
Yeah, they're not bad.
Not a bad price.
You should, if you guys are watching and you're not signed up for the EVGA notification thing, like I mentioned in a past Caffeine and Crypto show, you need to. You're late to the party, but you need to.
Yep.
no thermal pads on the backboard.
Really?
Well, let us know how the memory performs.
But these are huge. This is a huge
GPU
system.
Jesus has been
GPU
preaching for the
Jesus.
longest time, and I agree with him. Manufacturers need to start including thermal pads on the back of these GPUs now that we're in GDDR6 and 6X, and who knows
We
what
need
7,
to cool the
if 7 will bring us
PCB
anything.
down.
Yeah.
They're gonna
use,
put all
like,
this heat
good
into the
thermal
PCB.
pads,
What the
too.
hell?
And
Yeah,
don't
don't-
cheap out on the thermal pads either, like
Yeah.
they did on
stop,
Red
stop
Pandas.
using these greasy,
Yeah.
greasy ass thermal pads.
2 watts
They've
per meter
been
Kelvin.
doing. Yeah,
Yeah.
oh, why is my GPU here like sweating?
it's
It's
crying.
actually it's not sweating. It's your thermal pads that are
And
dripping this
what
this grease because
what gets me is that it costs them literally less than a penny to use a higher quality GPU pack. You're not saving anything. You're
Right.
creating yourselves more RMA.
Did he
because
pay
the
about-
products
Exactly.
are just having
it's not bad.
problems.
So he paid about $500 for the trio.
You know what? I don't want my GPU to have swamp ass.
My GPU is
But they've been having that same problem for decades. I mean, all my 3070s all sweat, all of them. Right where the PCIe card connects in, there's just like greasy dust all stuck to it. It's like
Right. But we didn't know. It wasn't as big of a deal back then because the PCBs weren't getting as hot. Now the cards are getting hotter, so that oil that's coming out of there is now starting to cause a problem.
but they should have known there was a problem back on the 1070s when they started seeing the oily greasiness coming off of those things, especially on the TI model.
Dude,
and the 1080s, they just like as soon as you power them on, they start sweating.
The 900 series also had the sweating problem. I just upgraded a client's computer that had a 980 in it, and it had the same problem. It was sweating its nuts off. It's like, dude, why? This is now a 5-generation old problem.
Yep.
What are you guys doing? And it's not just NVIDIA. AMD's had the same
Yep.
problems. My 7700 from 7 generations back now, that has a sweating problem. It's like,
Yep.
come on, guys.
And shoot, man, I would hit up Thermal Grizzly so quick. I'd be like, look, man, let's come up with a deal. I'll buy in bulk from you, and you're gonna give us these like big like sheets of thermal pads, and we'll have a machine. I know they can have a machine. If not, they can retool a machine to do it. Just cut the
I don't
thermal
want
pads perfectly
want
in
a
size.
sheet of paper? Just send me a sheet of paper.
Oh, I love the I love the
Put them in a
thermal pad
manila
that
envelope and ship them to me.
Yeah, we used to order thermal pads where I worked, and basically when we went to that company that did it, they would create a specific die to
Right.
cut thermal
Yeah.
sheets in specific sizes.
Yeah, you should
Yeah.
tell MSI needs to learn that one because them sitting there cutting small little squares for the 5700 series was horrible.
Not even like all
Terrible.
the same size.
Yeah.
They're
No,
like
they're,
Oh,
some are
Ethereum's
half the
dumping
size
again.
of the others. Oh,
You know,
yeah, that's fine.
we've dropped $100 in Ethereum since we started this call.
Gigabyte wants to get rid of their leftover thermal pads. Can't blame them. No. This is the one I bought today. Dig Deep Miner says was the Gigabyte 3060 Ti triple fan for $513 total. That was including shipping and tax. Hope it does equally as well as the MSI.
dig
Yeah,
deep.
well, Dig Deep,
Triple
make sure you go
fan.
buy some thermal pads.
Before
Yeah.
you do that, dig deep. Report back. Hit me up on Twitter. I want to know how your memory thermals are prior to. I forgot. Nvidia doesn't put memory thermal sensors on their damn GPUs like AMD does, which they should. You know what's funny? Even the EVGA 3060 Ti doesn't have memory thermistors in it, which is odd to me. I don't know why I didn't do it, but yeah, just let us know if you're having any thermal throttling. Keep an eye on that hardware info. It says power limit at the bottom and then hyphen thermal, and let me know if you're hitting thermal limits when you're overclocking a 3060 Ti.
You know, you could throw in a thermal sensor from one of the case thermal sensors you get.
I do have a Corsair case one, but I just went and got some thermocouples. It's just the problem is the K-type thermocouple, the wiring or the sleeving around it is too thick. So when I closed the back of the GPU, it didn't get an accurate reading. The highest temperature we saw was like 65.4, and I know that memory was a lot higher than that. And there's going to be a difference between back of PCB thermals versus in-chip silicon temperatures. So. But either way, we were having a thermal issue with the 3080. I fixed it by simply replacing the oily, crappy thermal pads that these gentlemen have been talking about with much better ones, and then added some Thermal Grizzlies minus pad 8 on the back, and there you go. Problem solved. Just a little extra money that you got to spend on the side.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm thinking of changing out the thermal pads on my Ventus because
Hopefully you picked up minus 8 pads.
My
Or you were balled out and got the Fiji pads.
This 3080 Ventus just can't keep up. I've seen everybody else on every other model getting 100 mega hash. This thing hits 93 mega hash and it's done.
Try replacing the thermal pads on the front side of the PCB and then add some on the back side of the PCB. But I went, and Fuji Poly is the best. If Amazon doesn't have what you need in the size that you need, check out Frozen CPU. I can't think of it's .com or .net, but Frozen CPU is where, like, if you wanted some LN2 type stuff, POTS back in the days, that's where you wanted to go. But now you could just get it off of talk to Nemesis. He knows what he's talking about.
That's FrozenCPU.com.
Kingpin Cooling .net?
I
Was it .com?
hold on.
I think it's Kingpin.
Kingpincooling.com.
There's a guy was there earlier today because I was looking at different thermal pastes, and they actually make a thermal compound.
Yep.
That's
but it's
for mining,
underclocking.
for like
Mining.
It's not for that because it doesn't ever really solidify.
It's basically made to go to negative 100 C, 130 C.
How many millimeters?
Rain says
2.5
Newegg
or 3?
will have the Aurora's 3060 Ti for $499 plus $10 shipping.
Who said that?
John Germain.
Newegg
He said the gaming MSRP is $469 plus $10 shipping.
What do you think? 2.5 millimeter thermal pads?
Yeah, for the back side of the PCB, yes, 2.5 millimeter. Front side of the PCB, 2 millimeter was mine on the Gigabyte, but every GPU might be different, so you might have to tear it down and go from there.
I have a 300 by 200 sheet for $138.
I put the Frozen CPU link in live chat for you guys, but go Amazon first. G-Lid, Fuji Poly, Thermal Grizzly. Those three guys make great thermal pads. They should even list the watts per meter Kelvin. If they don't have the size you need, go to Frozen CPU or check out what Nemesis mentioned. Kingpin. I think Kingpin just focuses on LN2 pots and thermal paste made for sub-zero temperatures.
Well, no, their LN2 pots you can use with dry ice. So you don't have to. I mean, it's made to go as cold as possible so you can increase your power limit to go further on the card.
Which is why he wants to do the hash drags.
Yep.
John Germain says he ordered the Aurora's 36
but if you,
Ti for 4.5.
But at the same time, you also need to do the power shunt mods, especially on NVIDIA. AMD is a little bit different, but with NVIDIA, you have to be able to put shunts on there so you can trick out the power management system thinking that you're using half the wattage. So in the overclocking tool, you can just ramp up the wattage to the max. But you also got to have custom BIOS for it and stuff like that.
Yeah,
too.
it's a full-on pain. Well, at least EVGA, at least some of them in the forums will share that information with you, where other manufacturers won't, and you just have to get something with that knows how to custom code a BIOS. But this generation of GPUs is a lot harder. So with the shunt resistor mod that Nemesis was talking about, you can't just do 1 or 2 like you could on the 10 or 20 series. Yeah, you have to do all 3. You can't just do 1 or 2. You have to do all 3, or it's not going to work.
No, actually they were, but it just didn't. You didn't get the full. You were able to see it and work. Yeah, you weren't just able to crank it because it still saw half of it being correct.
Okay. You're tricking the system into thinking that it's really at a certain power limit when it's way above that.
Right. The only one you don't want to trick, and there is a power shunt mod, and that is for the riser. You don't want to overclock the riser side.
Yeah, there's a shunt mod closer to the PCIe slot. That's the one he's talking about. Do not try to short that one, because then you're drawing more power through a PCI slot that's rated for 75 watts. That's
right.
Not good.
Oh my god.
You're gonna melt that board.
The Asus Dual Dig Deep probably will be alright. It's going to be the lower end of the Asus cards, so it'll probably hash slow, get hot.
What, the Asus Duo?
Yeah.
The Duals have always been the lesser. It's like the Asus. What's their entry level board? The A something. But the Dual is now their entry level board. But I mean, it was still. I guesstimate you could probably hit 125 watts, 61 mega hash, something like that. It's just where you're going to be concerned about is thermals, right?
Yeah. If you're going to buy it, take it apart, re-thermal paste it with good paste, put new pads on it, you'll be better off. But straight out of the box, it's going to have thermal issues. I've always noticed the lower end Asus cards have thermal issues.
I want to see how that Aorus one that John talked about, I want to see how that one performs, because I have not seen anybody that I know personally test out the Aorus model, but it's more expensive.
Yeah, because it's got the LCD display on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the 3060 Ti version on Newegg is $489 as we speak. Can't buy it, but currently sold out.
Well,
with $10 shipping.
The only way that I would do the Aorus card is if I could sit there and put it into a Linux rig or Windows. I guess you'd have to probably do it in Windows. It would work better.
Chancoin says Aorus has thermal issues.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
He says no thermal pads, period.
Yep.
Oh, jeez.
Well, I mean, they're still Gigabyte. Even though Aorus is their gaming line, they're still Gigabyte. And look what they did to Red Panda with the gaming OC, and look what they did to me with the Eagle. So I can only assume.
Oh, yeah. My EVGA XC33090 sucks on thermals. My 3080 for the Win 3 Ultra, dude, that thing's a baller. Thermals are low on it. I mean, it's mining at 42C. And it's right behind me. I don't even have a fan on it. It's just sitting behind me.
It would be nice if there was a water block that was available.
For the 30, for my 3090,
True
the front
that,
and back.
Gundy.
I so want to have that front and back water block for my 3090 that EVGA hinted. Holy cow!
Water block for which GPU? Which one you guys talking about?
The EVGA XC3.
It was for the 3090.
For the 3090, they've got a EVGA has leaked pictures that I've found. I can't find. It's hard to find the forum that I got it in, and they leaked photos of having a front and back water block. That's what these 3090s need. As soon as you
front and back. So you're not talking. You're not talking about a front water block with a back plate. You're talking about a front and back water block.
Yes.
Yes.
What? That would keep those memory temperatures
cool.
really nice.
Oh yeah,
It looked really cool, all pun intended.
Oh, it looks sexy. It was sexy as hell.
I'm looking at the EK ones right now, but that's not front and back.
Nope,
That's just the traditional, nickel.
It works. It's better than what they have, but at the same time, they're not cooling down the backside enough. I mean, my 3090 has two copper heat pipes on each side of my SP caps and my MLCC caps for the memory modules to spread the heat out on the back plate.
And that's what you need. You need something.
And I've still got to put a fan. I don't know if you guys can hear it on my microphone right now, but I got a Delta fan blowing at the backside of a 3090. Because as soon as the card gets to 54C, the card's memory starts thermal throttling.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing we have with our mining stuff on these is the temperature of the memory, because we are running memory intensive application.
They need to learn how to keep, because they know that the ideal temperature for these memory modules are 42C. This is the ideal temperature in all workload conditions. Why is there not any focus on this? It's beyond me. And then then we're gonna get hit with tariff taxes on top of it to buy these overly priced heat monstrosities.
Under-designed. Yeah.
Yeah,
wonder.
Just mount an air cooler to it. CPU air cooler to it.
Dude, that's
Oh
exactly
yeah,
all
just
right.
put an AC, put an AC unit built into your computer.
Dude, they did it with BCUs, dude. They did it with the first generation of the BCUs. They slapped a freaking CPU cooler.
Hyper 212 Evo is the man. That's exactly what I did.
That is the man.
That's exactly what I did with the 3080 before I fixed the issues by replacing the thermal pads. I had the Hyper 212 Evo sitting so that the case is portable.
For testing purposes.
Boom. Just sat that thing right on the back side of the GPU back plate with a thermal pad, a thin 0.5 millimeter
Dude,
thermal pad.
I want the Zotac 3090 that it's like a special edition, but the back side of it has two air coolers built into like miniature CPU air coolers built onto the backside of the card. So it's actually got 5 cooling fans on the thing.
Oh, there's the backplate you were talking about, I think. No, it's not. Is it?
I've got it somewhere in my Discord.
He linked it in live chat, but I'm not sure if that's the one you were talking about.
No, I think that's on the front side. I was looking at a little close up there.
I've got it.
Dude, Red Panda showed off one of the community's all liquid cooled mining rigs, and that thing looks sexy.
Oh yeah, the
looks
5700s or whatever they were.
Oh my god!
No, the one that Panda was showing off is different than the 5700 rig.
I thought that was the Radeon 7 one. We got a guy that's got all water block Radeon 7s.
They're 5700s.
Savage Mine, you need to talk more.
Dude, are you kidding? He had Fireball one day, dude. He's done.
Right.
He's like, my shirt's off. I'm not ready to go on camera. And he's kind of passed out. We'll wake up tomorrow morning like, hey, Savage, you still awake there, bud?
Right. There he goes. You insult him enough, and he'll come to defend himself.
Oh, yeah.
That's a badass shirt, dude. I like that shirt.
Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself, bud.
He did.
There you go.
I am unmuted.
Yeah, see, this rig.
Why are you so quiet?
That rig. 5700s. They're liquid devils.
Yeah, that wasn't the same one. The one that Red Panda was showing was like hard piped.
Yeah, it was different. The one that Panda has, it's a Radeon 7. It's all water pipe Radeon.
But that all right. So water cooling, yes, it would make your GPUs longevity wise last a lot longer. Thermals in your house won't be as bad. The problem is the cost per block and setup, tubing and all, is just, in my opinion, not worth it for mining. For
cost
gaming,
prohibitive.
Yes.
It also
that specific rig that I was showing too, That
Well,
guy
depends.
went like way over top, dude. He has like quick disconnect to like lines. Like, dude, it's like
You
top
need
of the
to.
line.
If
I
you're
was
gonna
like, dude,
do
this
that,
is legit. Like he was
Yeah, but
he
like on
could
the
just pull a card out and like not spill anything. You know?
That's
like
the
on
thing,
the,
yeah.
the
This
Radeon
guy's
7 guy,
legit.
Radeon 7 guy in the Panda Discord, dude, he's mining at 135 megahash on his Radeon 7.
Does he have quick disconnects?
I don't.
Because
Nah,
that's the thing.
He's not legit, man.
It's
You
all
gotta have
hard.
quick disconnects.
It's all
Gotcha.
hard tube, as far as I know.
You got to have quick disconnects because if you have some downtime, right, and then you got to start troubleshooting and figure out it's the riser, the GPU, you're gonna have to shut down the whole rig, drain the liquid.
Channel Coin says that rig is for sale. What rig is for sale? The one that I showed?
Here we go.
I believe it. The guy that owns the channel, I would believe he would.
Here
Here.
is.
Oh, that's in the DeBauer case too.
This is
Neon
the front and back water block for the E EVGA 3090s.
That's sexy.
Dude, look at that. So the whole back plate, what's happening here is the whole back plate's absorbing the heat, and then in the middle there's a water block that's about the size of 4 DIMMs of memory.
Right.
That's absorbing the heat, and then the micro fins are letting the liquid flow through. That is smart. That is smart.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, but they're having problems getting it manufactured and sold.
Yep. If they come
Yeah.
out with this, I buy immediately.
Look how much thicker that back plate is. That
There you
back
go.
plate
Yeah.
is easily a little bit over an 1/8 inch thick.
Well, here's the thing. Now we have a client, that's got all the manufacturing
No
stuff. I wonder if they'd be willing to, if Andy'd be willing to put together a water block.
that would be interesting.
I haven't talked to him in a couple of weeks. I need to give him a call up.
No
Let's
way.
look at service stuff.
Oh, Grits, you got quick disconnects?
But yeah, this is
Nice.
what I want to
That's
build with my
insane.
3090.
That's awesome. Thank you, Jancoin. Jancoin sent me the Craigslist ad to the liquid devil rig. Dude wants $5,700 for it.
Oh my
Of
god!
course he does.
Oh my god!
Dude, he took some like cream of the crop pictures, man. I mean, these are some like great photos.
Here you go. Here's some 17 kW thermal pads. Oh, only $38 for
Oh
60
my
by
gosh.
50 millimeter.
Here you go, guys. So
1.5 millimeter.
here's that rig. This is the 7 power color liquid red
Yeah,
liquid
there it
devil
is.
machine.
That's
1,000,
pretty.
so 1,200 watts.
400 megahash.
400 megahashes. Yeah.
That's not.
Yeah.
I mean, that's.
I mean,
a
dude, look
pretty-
at the pictures, man. Those are some good pictures.
Doesn't look like a GPU rig. It looks like an engine.
Dude,
Right?
look at that block. Look at that distribution block.
Dude,
he
the
has up
distro
top.
block is
That's
legit.
nuts.
Yeah, he had a whole video, like him like taking it apart. I think it was this video. No, this wasn't his. He went to go like redo one of them. Yeah, I think
That's
it's this one.
insane. Still,
This is the guy.
That's called somebody who has too much time and too much money.
See if we can get into that.
no. This is what an early Bitcoin miner looks like, who's now just fucking around.
I mean, look at that cable management. That is some
There's
legit
your
cable management.
there's your distro block.
Oh,
And look at it.
that is.
Yeah.
Look at that cable management. That's like get a hard on over that cable management, man.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
But
saying.
wait a
Like,
minute.
these pictures.
Who is this made for?
Like
I mean,
these,
who is this
these
really made for?
pictures
This is
are like
this
This
is made
those
for.
hardcore
this is-
porn addicts.
Well, this is made for a
Like,
guy
ugh.
that wants to get into mining because he thinks it's the cool thing, but has more money than God.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, pretty much.
I don't care
You
about
have to ask how much it
I want
is,
art.
then it's too much.
I mean,
Or
look,
then
he's
you
got
can't afford it.
he's got custom cabling, all that custom cabling for
That custom block.
right, custom block, radiator, 1600 watt power supply,
2 of them. He's running 2 of them.
and he's
that's like
doing that because he needs because each one of those 1600 watters gives you
Oh, no,
9.
he's only running 1.
Yeah, it's actually it's got
No,
9.
he's just running 1. Just 1 power.
That's all
supply.
you need. I mean,
It's got
5700.
9 VGA cables that come off of that thing, dude.
Yeah.
That thing is
Damn.
insane.
What would happen? Oh, look, go back, Mikkel. Look in the bottom left of that rad. There's how you drain it. You see how he put the drain?
Yeah,
right
he
at the
was.
bottom?
He said he had a drain in one of his videos. That he had a drain on the backside, to where he could just pop it and
easily
just drain it all out.
and then you can fill it with the reservoir
fill
at the
it-
top there.
Yeah, right over there. Which is
See,
how he filled it.
So that makes it a lot easier in maintenance. Oh, the pump's separate too, which is very efficient. That makes sure you got good flow rate.
I mean, which is what I have, because I have a separate pump.
Around in there.
I have a separate pump from my reservoir, but
Yeah,
that's what you hear. But
Now
that's- sexy.
is water blocking stuff getting hit up on this Terrif too then? Or
no,
is that
it wasn't
already
on
done?
It's probably already done because it's made out of aluminum
Jeez.
slabs or sheets.
Right.
Yeah.
What would happen if this is not, like, this is just pictures that somebody took from that YouTube video or whatever, and this isn't the real person? How much you want to bet? There's some guy that's got like 2 GPUs trying to sell this rig.
I mean, this dude just made a video.
Yeah, but the Craigslist ad might not be that same person. It might just be
He
somebody.
made a video 2 weeks ago about this rig, of preparing it and like cleaning it.
Yeah, he built it
So-
2 months ago, and he's selling it already.
Yeah, 3 months ago was.
Is this Craigslist ad legit, ladies and gentlemen? Somebody find out.
Is this Craigslist?
Somebody hit
I
him
mean,
up.
those are some damn good pictures. If it's not, how to get a hold of the pictures?
Well, if you look at it like that right there, you know, you could sit there and just screen capture and edit. I'm just saying.
I don't know, man. Those are pretty clean pictures.
Hey, man,
T-pose for me. T-pose for me. I'll show you. I'm joking.
You know what I mean?
Noctua fans.
I was about to say Noctua fans.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, he's got 2 Noctua fans in the bottom.
Dude, he spared no expense.
Oh, he's got a
Wait.
little power button on there too. Oh, that's
Yeah, I saw it
so
on the
cute.
backside.
Yeah.
Dude, I wonder how efficient this is, because he's only got one
he had it in
240 rad cooling all of that.
He had the power listed in the ad.
Yeah,
And that was
right
what
here.
surprised me, was the hash rate was only like 400 for 7 of a
see,
5700.
It should be
right there.
what?
It should be higher than that.
He's down volting it.
60.
See if he. Cause he had a. He
How many
shows
does he
a
have?
photo.
7?
7.
7, yeah.
In
So
all actuality,
Yeah,
probably,
so he's
he probably
only
needs-
20
he needs
hash
more-
less.
He needs more than 600 watts, really. And 1600
What
watts.
was it that video?
Well,
well, you
No,
figure about
not
100,
probably-
not
150
really.
per.
120. You get it down to 120 watts, if not less than that, per card. 120 times 7, and that's 840 watts. 1600 watt power supply is perfectly fine. My concern is that what's the cooling like? Can we see the temperatures?
So this
Look
is
at that.
what we got right here.
There you
There
go. 45. So he's got to be down volting the hell out of these things.
He changed out the radiator.
He's only getting 54
Mikkel,
mega hashes.
I call BS. Go back to the video, the beginning where he's looking at the rig. Go back to the video. Look at the radiator in the back. Okay, right? So that's the radiator. Now go to the Craigslist ad.
Craigslist ass.
Okay, all right. So the radiator is there still. No, it got taken. No.
No, it's there.
Okay,
It's just
420 up top, and then there's a 240 in the bottom. You see the 240 in the bottom?
see, he's missing a fan, and there's just the radiator there.
I
It's
call
there.
BS.
It's
This
there.
ad is not real.
It's there, right there. It's still there, man.
I don't care. Somebody took these pictures and they made a fake ad.
he doesn't want to believe it.
I don't want to believe it. If you're selling that, dude, nah, man. That's like art. You even if you don't use it, even though those cards
Don't
can't
sell
mine 10
that.
years from now, you just let it sit in your living room, and everybody comes by and like, oh wow,
So see, here you go. I mean, you're pushing 54 mega hashes per card.
dude, he's not even pushing it.
You know, he doesn't have adequate cooling, so he has to pull more power off of it to keep
I
the
mean,
whole rig
GPU
cool.
memory is 68C on one of these.
He 84. Even if he hit 84, he should still be up in the 56, 58, 60s.
Yeah.
He knows how to build pretty machines, but he doesn't know how to get the most out of
I
it.
mean,
No,
look at
that's
his
right.
look at his wattages. 97.
So he's super
99, 96.
downclocked.
Yeah.
Running 44.
Because he doesn't have
5C.
those radiators are the thinner radiators.
I mean, look, here you go. Look at his VM
1875. So yeah, we put.
He's way under.
As Peter says, he needs more reds.
He needs more red.
GPU Jesus says he needs more cooling.
480 millimeter rad. The pump's going at 1344 RPM. 13. He's got 2 pumps? No. Wait a second.
No.
No.
I only seen the 1 pump.
There's a 280. Okay, that's okay. No,
Because he's using some crazy like software.
He's got software monitoring.
I'm assuming
A
it's this right
polished
here.
turd
Aqua.
is still a polished turd.
I'm assuming it's this Aqua Suite down here in the corner.
well, sir, you need to take this off of your show. This is some porn. You can't be showing that.
Giggity, 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 giggity.
I even got an AC unit next to it.
Right next
Cheating.
to it. Cheating.
Cheating.
Cheating, man.
Cheating.
Can't be doing that.
Cheating on that rig.
Me and Savage in Florida, man. We stay hot. Tonight's cool. I got the windows cracked and everything. I never have to run the heat.
I went snowmobiling today.
I'm dying in here. I've got my window cracked open. It's 20 degrees outside. My office is 97.
Crack that window some more.
It's halfway open, man, and I got a fan pulling my ear in.
Nah, dude. Right now in Florida, what is it, Savage? Like 43 degrees. It's beautiful, and all I gotta do is crack the back sliding glass door of my bedroom window. 42 degrees right now, and it keeps everything nice and cool. But I don't have 50 million rigs like you guys do.
Yeah, I've only got 1, 2, 4, 5.
If you have to count, you got too many.
You have to count. Get out.
8 rigs in here right now.
I've got 5 server cases.
Get out.
The only one blowing on me is the 5700 and the Radeon 7. That's there, and I'm hitting wind all over here.
Wow. Well, more power to everybody who's been in the game for such a long time and continuing to still mine and stuff like that. I know a lot of people just stopped making content, stopped making videos, and just got out of the game altogether. I did downsize, but besides that, I'm not going to give it up. I like tweaking and I like mining.
I think a lot of the guys got into it, and then they just got it was too much work to do the mining and the content. Look at BBT. He's doing less content. He's doing more content now because prices up there, but he went for a while there without doing any content, and because he was doing stuff on the back end. You get involved in the industry, there's only so many hours in a day, and you don't have enough time in order to do it.
Well,
and if you think about it, if you look at the cycle of a YouTuber with mining, it's about 3 years, 3 to 4 years. Because if you look at 2012, everybody else in 2012, come 2017.
How dare you put like a cycle on us?
I'm sorry, man.
Cycle on us.
I'm sorry. All the guys from 2011, 2012, they were done by 2018. All the guys we're 2007. We're 2017.
Me and Bits Been Trippin'. I actually, my YouTube channel has been around longer than Bits Been Trippin'. The difference is he was more public about his than I was. I didn't get really public until 2017, 2016. But yeah, it's been a long time. I remember back in the day when we had LAN parties and one room was just dedicated to a bunch of old Intel laptops, and we would mine Bitcoin on those laptops. We were stealing internet from an old lady next door, but I'm not going to name anything. But yeah, that's how we got down back in the day. Now you can't even do it. CPU mining is still around. It's just not as popular as it used to be.
I'm so sad because back in those days, I was working in the office where I was imaging machines. So I'd have like 300 machines up. If I was mining Bitcoin on those on an image, I could.
You would have been straight, man.
Oh man, I definitely would not be living in this condo.
On my last live stream, I was watching that old documentary where the guy was one of the first people to order from Avalon. The guys, the ASIC.
I was just watching him the other day.
That, yeah, and he got his ASIC like 2-3 years after the fact. After he paid the Bitcoin, paid $2,500 in Bitcoin. $2,500 in Bitcoin. How much is that now? Let's see here. Do some math.
So much money. He's like, I don't know if I'm going to make money on this. You know, this could crash any day now because it was right around the Mt. Gox time when he got his. When he got
Dude, he spent 2,500 Bitcoin to get that one ASIC. That one amount of money would have been worth $75 million right now.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, Bitmain's sitting on.
It's an expensive doorstop that he has.
Well, what he did is he actually sold it and recouped his losses and got a little bit extra. So I'm pretty.
He got other miners.
I'm pretty sure if he was an OG, I'm pretty sure he kept some Bitcoin. At least I hope he did.
Oh yeah,
Right.
well he just republished that video on December 16th, so I'm sure that guy's floating, no problem.
and I do want to say, thank you all for coming on this emergency PSA about what's going on and what might happen, what might not happen. We'll all see kind of what's gonna correlate over the next couple days, weeks. I know I'll be watching tomorrow as the drops come in for Best Buy, and we'll hope and pray that we can get something.
What time were those drops?
See if those, huh?
What time were those drops supposed to come in?
I assume they'll come in the same time last time, which was around like 9-10 o'clock in the morning.
So
My time.
9 Central, 10 Eastern, and then whatever that is Pacific.
Yeah, I'll be at Micro Center at 8 a.m. tomorrow. So, and I got one client meeting down there. So,
dude, just bring glasses and a mustache, and like every time you get a GPU, just put on something different.
Yeah, fake IDs.
Yeah.
Fake IDs in the bag,
Chicago doesn't give a crap. Westmont still takes your ID. They're still taking IDs.
Damn.
Chicago's like, you're here, you got it. It's yours. I don't care.
Hey, Nefarious, I meant to ask you. Do they check if you've bought a GPU at Chicago?
Chicago, they do not.
No, I know.
They do not.
But if you go to Westmont and you bought it in Chicago, will they check that you bought it in Chicago?
Yes.
Yeah, because he was trying to help me get a 6800, and they stopped him.
I love that general manager there. She's such a sweet lady, but you know she got reamed for 3 hours from 4 people that were trying to scalp cards, pissed off that we all had an organized list to control things. And after that, she's like, "You don't got a list? If you got a card every 30 days, you're not getting a card. Get out of here." I'm like, I spend $10,000 a year, if not more, for my clients coming here. Like, well, they should come down here. Like, they run businesses, they can't come down. Or they're old people, they can't come down, stand in 20-degree weather. Like, well, that's their problem. I'm like,
Dang.
I'm buying you consistently.
You
guys got people that come here once every 3 to 5 years and buy one item from you. I'm here consistently buying stuff for 30 to 500 other people, and you're telling me to go kick rocks? Where are we missing this here?
The messed up part is he was in line, and like the people around him were gloating about selling their stuff on eBay. They weren't even going to use it.
That was the first time in Chicago. They weren't doing that on the.
And the one closer to you?
No,
is
that was
Chicago closer to you, or is the other one closer to you?
They're both 25 minutes from me. I'm lucky.
Oh, okay. Well, me and Mikhail don't even have a Micro Center.
I know. You know, it was funny.
I get Best Buy.
I'm driving to Columbus this week. I'm thinking maybe talking to guys like, hey, you know what? I got 2 of you here. We can swing by a Micro Center. I can get Bitcoin, some Bitcoin sent over to us. We can go get a store when it opens up on Thursday.
Dude, I had my BitPay wallet and everything ready. If you got
I
one,
know.
I was ready, man.
I was there. I had it ready. I was waiting. As I said, I got 2 people in Discord waiting for me to get cards. And I've been going almost every freaking day, man. It's like, oh, I'm so tired driving Macro Center.
Well, I'm going to drop the link to the Discord where I have some of the stock drops again in the live chat. And hopefully, like Mikhail said, we can get some drops tomorrow from Best Buy, Micro Center, wherever.
So my client, the one that got the 6900, we were standing in line at the banjo fast house. And, well, hey, hon, how you doing? She's like, oh, you. I'm like, yeah, I got my customer this time who came in from Ohio to buy a card from me. He's like, oh, we have a Micro Center in Ohio. I'm like, yeah, and they can't get the cards. That's why I'm here. But I'm getting it for him. She goes, oh, well, you're such a nice guy to go ahead and take time out of your day. I'm like, oh, get out of here.
You're such a nice guy. It's just what I wanted to hear.
Well,
makes me feel nice and cozy. But yeah, we're about to be wrapping it up out of here. It's starting to get late. And got to get up early to make sure we get these Best Buy drops, yo. Got to get them GPUs, get them while they're hot before all the miners get.
Dude, check out a tweet that I had. Dude, I'm still getting some hate mail or hate comments from people still, just because we have GPUs that they don't. But we're having a fight just like everybody else. So just keep trying, guys. Don't get discouraged. If you get it in your cart, don't just give up because it errors out.
Don't give up.
Keep going. Keep
Just
going.
keep trying.
That's how I got the KO. That's how I got the 3660
until it completely errors out, keep going.
It went through.
Yeah, I sat there with the 6900 rounds on the site, and I was like, oh, man, I got this, and then I forgot. The site actually crashed finally where I couldn't get into it. But yeah, that was terrible. And then, as I said, you never know. Just keep hitting up a local store. You never know. I walked into Macro Center at 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a Wednesday after coming from working out all night. And I walked out the door with the 6900 XT. I couldn't believe it.
Well, Micro Center would be the best, but Best Buy not so much, because as soon as those jokers scan it off the truck, some bot's buying it on the store.
I know, it's terrible. I hate their policy. But their policy is, we're protecting our people from COVID. Like, no, you're not. You're being selfish, lazy assholes who don't want to go ahead.
They're making their money.
I did talk to a manager the other day, and I was like, hey, what happened to all of your open box graphics cards? And they were like, open box? And I was like, yeah, like the ones people bring back for returns because they don't work for whatever reason. And they're like, oh, yeah, we just send those back to manufacturer. We don't keep those anymore.
That's such a waste.
You do what with those?
Send it to me. I'll take care of it.
They're like, yeah, we just send them back to manufacturer. That's how they get refurbished.
Free to fix.
I went to go check.
What is wrong with you?
Then it'd be like, okay, where's these refurbished ones?
So I walked into Best Buy last night, and I'm like, hey, you know what? Macro Center's closed. I need a motherboard. Do you have any refurbished ones? Like, oh, no. We have a pile of stuff over here. There was like 3 PCs that were like all $800 or more and a couple monitors. Like all the motherboards and everything. No, we send those back. We don't want to deal with RMAs. We're selling used parts. We just ship it back to manufacturer. We didn't deal with it. It's like, this is ridiculous.
It's a waste.
As I said, worst buy.
Hey, there's pre-builts that you can order for a 3080 if you want. I'm joking. Don't do that.
You know what's funny though is that the thing is with Best Buy is that they don't actually own the products. What they do is they lease out sections of the stores to the
like Samsung, AT&T.
Yeah, and that's why they never lost money. It's because they were making money off the leases.
They had to do that because Amazon was going to put them out of business.
No, that's always how they've been. They've been that way since day one.
Oh, okay.
That's always been their business model, and that's why they went.
I don't like the Geek Squad, and they don't like me. At least my local Geek Squad don't like me.
Well, it's funny because Geek Squad started off here in Chicago, and they managed to they brokered the deal that we go nationwide through Best Buy.
I'd be sitting there in the store, and some Geek Squad person would be helping out somebody. I'd be like, no. They're wrong. Do this.
Yeah, I've gotten thrown out of more my fair share of Best Buys. So, dude, that guy's just trying to take your money from me. Don't buy that shit. That's
I heard about that, Grits. Dorma, whatever. There's like one of MSI's sellers. They literally fussed at him because he was one I was talking about. That they fussed at him because he's a miner and said that it's his fault why there's no graphics cards. Told him that on the phone. Like, that's just ridiculous.
Dude, that makes absolutely no sense because it's just as hard for miners to get graphics card as it is for gamers. Now, granted, the guy that got 78 of them that I covered in a Caffeine and Crypto episode, but it's very hard to get in bulk unless you know somebody that knows somebody or you're really good at what you do and
or you're just running those same
off-record conversations.
Or you're just running the same bot program.
Well, you notice that PNYs aren't really sold at the retail level. They're sold more to businesses and wholesale. So
CDW, I don't think CDW got PNY, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Newegg Business actually had a drop. Don't just keep an eye on Newegg. Keep an eye on Newegg Business.
Oh yeah,
they don't have this mass selection, but they do have drops.
I'm so mad because my retailer over at PC Mall, they're like, yeah, we didn't even get. They're not even being allowed to talk to manufacturers. If it's not going, if they're not getting a major
order.
Yeah, they're not able to get them, and they didn't want to order. They didn't want to order a big enough order, so they didn't get the bulk shipments. Micro Center actually got their order. So
there's a lot of people around that in the world. A lot of smaller tech companies that can't get their orders filled or still have back orders or pre-orders. I mean, Max here has a pre-order that he's still waiting on that he won't get till February. So.
Well, the thing is that PC Mall is the ones that bought Tiger Direct and own Tiger Direct. So hopefully this year there's supposed to be a new Tiger Direct site drop that's supposed to come down where the
Tiger Direct
we'll actually have another site besides Newegg to both go to. That'll be more.
Is Tiger Direct even a thing?
Tiger Direct is owned by PC Mall, or not PC Mall. It's owned by. They're called Insight now. Because Insight bought PC Mall, which PC Mall is a Canadian company. So Insight's also a Canadian company. So they're trying to expand and bring some of the retail stuff up. But they have a heavy server and large client and enterprise
OEM
support.
servers and stuff like that.
Yeah, they're heavy on the OEM side and enterprise level. So they're not really interested in. They weren't interested in retail, but after they bought Tiger Direct, a lot of those guys are there trying to convince them that, hey, you know what, you should open up and just do it like this market. Because it's getting harder and harder. I mean, you think about it, the PC industry in 2002, we had how many shops to go to online? M-Wave is gone.
Tiger Direct is gone.
Dude, that's what I was gonna say. Tiger Direct is pretty much gone. Dude, Comp USA.
They
were huge.
Yeah,
they were huge, and Tiger Direct bought them because
they were
mismanaged their stuff. Circuit City ran themselves into the hole.
Mismanaged. Dude was doing this. The one over here, the GM for Florida, was doing cocaine all the time, and he couldn't run his business right, and he just ran it into the ground. So Tiger Direct made an offer. And now Tiger Direct is only online. There's no physical stores.
Well, that's because the sales guys, like my direct sales guy, sells more in 1 month than all of the brick and mortar stores combined sold for the year. So they shut down the stores.
It's hard to compete in this market right now, especially with Amazon. Amazon, who are the giants in the tech space? Amazon
and Newegg, Alibaba,
Best Buy. And like
Micro Center.
Well, I guess
Micro Center
is a small fry. They've only got 25 stores.
Oh, Fry's Electronics on the west.
Fry's Electronics is no longer an industry leader. You know why? Because Fry's Electronics decided they wanted to go ahead and do consignment for all of their fucking devices. If you don't have consignment, meaning that they will pay Fry's to put their stuff up there. That's why Fry's has 5,000 square foot warehouses that are completely fucking empty because the CEO decided he wanted to be a cheap ass and kill an entire market.
Hey, I could buy a 5600 X. I know, I did. I triggered him. I could buy a 5600 XT for $329 from Fry's.com.
It's because it's all consignment. They don't want to have. They don't want to be responsible.
I looked up 6800 XT and it was nothing but like USB, like adapters, chargers, stuff like that, except for this one card.
They don't want to have responsibility for the products. That's
Sold
why
out.
They don't have any Pis. They don't have any TVs. They don't have any laptops.
Well, Bitwit did a video on that. Like he drove down to one of the stores and they were garbage. They didn't have any stock or anything like that.
Right. But that's because I actually had sat down and had a meeting with the GM. I said, look, I used to come here and spend thousands of dollars a month. What is going on? And they're like, well,
you're not our number one anymore.
We changed they changed the consignment. They didn't want to have responsibility.
We're not sorry.
Because the profit margins were thinner.
The tariffs kicked in. They wanted to renegotiate, and their way of dealing with the tariff was to do a consignment only. That was what happened.
Savage, interrupt a conversation for once.
I'm not interrupting anybody. But while we're in here, BS and BTC is crashing.
Yeah, ETH went down to 1017.
I know, I keep getting notifications. It's like business, and I'm like, is it going down?
0.360.
3%.
And
really? Oh yeah, that's a crash.
Ethereum's still on $1,000.
I was being facetious.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we're still higher than we were on Friday. I mean, fuck.
Yeah, that's it. Savage talked me into it. I'm selling.
I was happy that I caught the fall. I bought below 30. I bought below 30 this morning.
I'm happy I sold 4 Ethereum on Saturday and Sunday for 1,100 and 1,200, and then bought in 3 Ethereum for 900, and then we just going right back up.
Nice.
Thank you. Have a day.
Oh man. Well, we
are going to be rolling out of here. It's getting pretty late.
It's past my bedtime.
Yeah, I still got two computers. I gotta get this computer built. I got another one. I gotta start.
Fireball Monday, says Gundy. Nope, no Fireball Monday. I mean, unless Savage is turned up on Monday.
No, I need to straight up go to sleep. I got to work tomorrow. I got a lot of stuff to do tomorrow.
Hey, you know that smart ass comment I made about, hey, you know what? I want to come on for a few minutes, and I go, look, 2 hours later, you're still here. I gotta go. Well, it's been 2 hours, and you're still here.
Well, thanks for letting me join you guys. I appreciate it.
Dude,
Oh, hey, man.
Appreciate you getting on here.
It's great having you, Max.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, it was great. No, I appreciate everybody again for coming on here. And
You should
coming to
change
chit-chat.
your Skype name to.
I know. I saw that. I saw that. I was like, because when I first did it, I did change it, but then when he sent me the new one, somehow it used my existing logon. Which
It changes it every time.
It's all right.
Yeah.
I'm
calling you Max out of respect. No one.
Well, thanks. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. It's a hell of a lot easier to say than that name anyway.
Yes,
Right.
yes, Vita, max voltage. Bottom middle is max voltage.
That is the voltage band.
Well, is this random PSA sponsored by anything, Crypto Macau?
Oh,
Well, it's always sponsored by DogeLord.com.
don't delay, buy today.
Or you?
I don't
Check
have the thing like ready to push, but I think never mind.
The stream is rated F.
Push the button.
Awesome.
No, I don't.
Oh, no, really?
Yeah,
What happened?
I honestly don't have that.
Lame sauce.
Wow, wow, wow.
Everybody but you.
You guys gave it to each other, and I never got it.
It is posted in the general team chat.
Is it?
It is
I didn't see it then.
lame.
Well, I will go ahead and throw a link in the live chat for you guys. This episode of PSA Randomness has been sponsored by DogeLord.com.
And rated F.
Later, John
Fucking
Jermaine.
awesome.
This is a good show. Catch y'all later. Yep, it was a good random show. Vegas trip 2021. We hope.
Yeah.
We hope.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's go ahead and get our
Yeah,
vaccine, so make sure we get our third
I
eye.
can't wait. I need.
Let's make sure
I
we
need
get
an
our.
erection.
We got to get our vaccine, so we get our third eye and our false AIDS positive.
Third
eye.
And
Okay,
then
no
randomly
guess.
lose control over one side of your face.
and find out that the vaccine doesn't have any effect on the new version. So
The vaccine was never created to make you immune to the virus. It was supposed to lessen the symptoms.
It doesn't cure anything.
Because like
Stop
they
you
give
from
you
getting it.
give you the shot, and they tell you to put the mask, keep the mask on, and socially distance.
And I tell you what, when you shit your pants, you go, "What the hell?" Like, well, the vaccine may cause shitting of your pants.
No. We like to. They like to call that anal leakage. Dude,
Nasty.
no.
Savage, hit me up later.
It might be nasty, but I forget when in the 90s, but they had, it was like late 90s, like mid to late 90s. They had a drug that came out, and they went through the symptoms of, side effects, and the last thing on there was anal leakage. I'm like, what are they putting it on TV for?
You know what?
I want you to be aware.
It's still better than this drug may cause death, suicidal thoughts, or a possible murderous intent.
With
Or-
If
anal
you
or-
feel that, contact your doctor. It's like, really? Why are we putting this on TV, and why are we giving this out to people?
because it may cause anal leakage.
The conversation is going off the rails.
Oh,
guys.
yeah.
hey, off the rails.
And end the show on that note.
Right.
PSA, shit's gonna go up in price. Anal leakage.
Right.
See you later.
No, the price going up may cause anal leakage.
But seriously,
The price going up may cause you to shit diamonds.
seriously though. So we got power supplies that we already seen the prices increase on that. GPUs were already, or what was it? PCBs were already getting hit with the tariff increase. It just wasn't being passed on to us. Things are going to get passed on now because these vendors are buying in bulk from manufacturers, and depending on where they buy, they're going to get hit with this or that, and they're going to pass that on to the next person that buys, who may pass it on to the end user. So just be prepared for prices to go up, demand to continue to stay high, and
We'll go higher.
or go higher, and just deal with the game as it goes. So welcome to the game of buying all the hardware you can get your hands on, and good luck to everybody. I'm still looking for a 3060 Ti, by the way, if anybody's asking.
Same
I need one more.
I just want one. I haven't even gotten one.
Want a couple more.
Well, I want to replace my 1070, but EVGA notifications are a very good way to get it, and
whenever they decide.
Fingers crossed for tomorrow.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. We keep up this $1,000 ETH. You know, I'm thinking next month I'm gonna try and pick up some 3060s for myself and put a whole rig out on it.
Yeah, I'm actually jealous. Chaincoin and I were talking about it. He's got more 3060 Ti's than me, so it's my goal is to get more than him.
Well, like I got the one. I got the one. And I had an opportunity to buy 3 others, and I feel bad I didn't buy them at the time. But you know, I was like, no, I want the 3080. It's just like I only buy one fucking video card, and when I was gonna get the 6900 or the 3080.
For sure. But all right, guys. So we'll be catching y'all later. And be sure to catch everybody here. You'll see everybody on their own channels. Savage has his own channel at Savage Mind. You got Serpent, who posted his link in there earlier. Guys, feel free to post your YouTube links if you would like. All of you.
It may be a month until I get a chance to even get on my channel, because I got so much.
Well, you could post it if you want or not.
I have a number of ideas. Brian, I should be posting that thing on the comment hourly thing probably within about a week.
Oh, nice.
Noise.
Sounds great.
At the same time. All right, gentlemen.
All right,
everybody
guys,
have a good one. Thanks.
Later.
Good night, all.
Peace
a
out,
good night.
everybody. We'll see you on the next one. Yo!
See ya.